So my press-on nail business, it failed, but yours doesn't have to. Let's talk about it. So you want to start a press-on nail business? I love that for you. I do. And I can see you are thinking up business names and cute logo colors and all the fun packaging that you get to buy. How do I know? Because that's what I did also. But can we talk first? Because before you log into Canva or start dreaming up all of your lovely masterpieces that you're going to make, there's something that you need to figure out first. And it's not your logo, and it's not your business name, and it's not your packaging. It's your why. Yeah, why? That soul grinding word that just eats you alive. Why do I want to do this? What is the reason in my soul that makes me want to start a press-on nail business? Because you'd rather be doing your new Instagram profile for your business and dreaming about your 10K in sales and even picking out the color of your future Beamer. But let me digress. I want to put on the brakes here for 1 second and introduce myself. My name is Queenie, and this is the second video in my small business series to determine if starting a small business for press-on nails is right for you. In the first video, I spilled all the acetone on why my press-on nail business face planted, and I'm taking all of that information and everything I learned from that, and I'm passing that on to you. Use it as you will. So if you missed that first video, I highly recommend checking it out after this one, and of course, I will link it below for you. I know what you're saying, Queenie, why does this even matter? Well, look, anybody could start a business. I mean, anybody can start a business. All you need is a PayPal account and a mild obsession. But staying in business, that takes a reason. And I don't mean some like cute Pinterest quote like, I just want to make women feel beautiful. Well, that's cool, but are you still gonna feel like that when that beautiful woman is texting you at 2 a.m. with a last minute change, or she wants free shipping, or she's gonna cancel her order? My guess is a big fat no. Your why is what keeps you from rage quitting when a customer that you've been talking to for weeks ghosts you. Or when you get that last minute change email from Tiffany, who decides that instead of the custom set you just spent 3 hours making, she now wants a kawaii vibe, but muted. Tiffany, that is not a thing. Get your bougie nonsense out of my nail studio. So if you're starting a press-on nail business because you want to create a community, let's say you saw somebody on TikTok and they have 100,000 followers and they're always talking about the wonderful nail art community on TikTok, that's a really valid reason. But is it an honest reason? Do you really want to build a community, or do you want to make money because you want to be able to eat out 3 times a week? So let me just say this for the people in the back. I'm going to say it loud for the people in the back. There's no wrong why. The only mistake, the only wrong why is picking one that's not authentic to you and the real reason that you want to get into this business in the first place. So let's talk about some really valid reasons to start a press-on nail business. You want to make some extra income, and let's just say you're completely exhausted from trying to sell genuine unicorn tears on the dark web because they are just so last year. I just love nail art and I want to make a lot of money so I can buy all my nail supplies with no guilt. I want to show off my work and go viral on TikTok. I just want something that's mine, not my kids, not my husband, not my narcissistic mother who takes all of my victories as her own. Mine. These are real reasons. These are human reasons. You don't have to pretend to be on a mission from the universe to start a press-on empire. If that's your reason, then that's great. If you just want to make cute nail art, that's great too. Okay, let's talk about the bad whys. And yes, they do exist. It's not that they're bad because they're morally wrong. It's more because the reason behind it is not strong enough. When you realize that you ran out of prep kits last minute, or you've been dealing with a lot of cranky customers, or God forbid, you have all of these last minute changes. So what's an example of a bad why? A bad why could be, everyone says I should start a business. Cool. But are they going to be there at 2 a.m. when you're packing orders? Another example would be, I saw a girl on TikTok make 400 orders in a week. Okay, but you're a sole proprietor and you're the only one making these nails, so have fun with that. Here's another one. I want passive income. Well, unless you've got a robot painting your Frenchies, there is absolutely nothing passive about making handmade press-on nails, hence the word handmade. And then there is the famous, I want to feel productive. You can feel productive without starting a business. Go make your bed if you want to feel productive. Honestly, this is a business. It's not a hobby. It's cranky customers. It's shipping deadlines. It's glitter where glitter is never meant to be. I think there's still some in there, to be honest. Make your why sustainable, because this is hard. And there's going to be some days that you're going to sit at your desk and you're going to stare at the nails on your desk and you're going to wonder if it's all worth it. And spoiler alert, if you have the right why, it is. Okay, let me tell you about my why and why my why made my business flop. My nail art journey, not the start of my business, but the journey started because I was completely obsessed with nail art. Like when I sat at my desk, time ceased to exist. I would sit down at my desk at 8 a.m. and it would be 5 p.m. and I would realize that I never even had lunch that day. It was kind of like living on the interstellar wave planet. It was like time times 100. I loved making press-ons. I loved planning them and photographing them. I just loved everything about it. Everyone told me, you should sell your press-ons. They are so beautiful. And I'm like, I could do that. I could make some extra money and I could do that. So I chose that as my why, to make some extra money. But over time, that why broke down. And the reason was because it wasn't my authentic why. I wasn't being true to myself. I didn't really care about making extra money. I mean, yeah, everybody wants to make extra money, but it wasn't what fueled me. It wasn't what made me want to make the next set or experiment with new products or get involved in the next nail art challenge on Instagram. Besides, I already knew that any money that I made out of this business was going to have to get reinvested right back into the business, whether it was for nail supplies or packing supplies, whatever. I already knew that. Technically, there wouldn't be any extra money in it for me for a while. Well, at least until the business took off. So me going with my, for lack of a better word, fake why, I set up my business for quick sales and a few extra bucks. What I hadn't planned on though was that when you set up a business based from a fake why, you're almost doomed to fail. For me, that extra money that I was making didn't hold up when those 2 a.m. emails started coming in with last minute changes or requests for free shipping. I was actually angry that I had to make these changes. And I like, honestly, like I didn't answer these emails or text messages or DMs at 2 a.m. But what I would do is I would stew over it. So I would like get up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, obviously check my phone because, you know, I'm addicted. And I would see this message like, can you change this or can you change that? And instead, and I didn't answer them, but I would go back to bed and I would lay there for an hour and I would be angry and I would stew over it. So it wasn't enough of a reason for me to not stew over it and just instead think about how can I make my customer happy? Okay, so I know you're wondering, what was the why that would have actually pushed me through those hard times? My authentic why would have been the recognition. I loved the accolades of people telling me how much they loved my press-on nails, how much they loved my artwork, and how much they loved my creativity. People telling me that my sets were so beautiful that I should sell them was life to me. It's what fueled me to do the next thing, the next set. And like I mentioned before, the next nail art challenge or experimenting with new products. It's what gave me life. Had I accepted the why of the recognition and the accolades, would have allowed me to, when I get that 2 a.m. email, remember that this person who's asking for the last minute change is also the same exact person who gushed and went gaga over my artwork and creativity. My authentic why would have given me the fuel to give her spectacular customer service when she started texting me at 2 a.m. So I think the best way to explain it is that I didn't match my why to my want. And just a final note about this, and I'm like kind of putting myself out here. I knew the real reason all along. I knew what my why was, but I viewed it as a selfish reason. I thought there's got to be a better reason than just people telling you how great your artwork is. So I made it about the money because I thought, that seemed like a more reasonable reason. And this just kind of reinforces the fact that you can't build a business on a fake reason. If it's not there, you're not going to be able to get through it. Okay, so now with all of that said, how do you figure this out? How do you figure out your why? Okay, I have a little bit of homework for you, and I'm going to give you some questions, and I want you to dig deep and answer these questions as honestly as you possibly can. So number one is, what exactly is it that you want from starting this business? Is it money? Is it freedom? Is it connection? Is it community? Really think about it, jot down your notes, write down pros and cons for all of these different things, and really dig deep and try to figure out what it is that's driving you to start this business. So do you want to quit your job? Like, do you want to make enough money that you can quit your job, or do you want to make enough money that you can pay off your Sephora card? Are you looking to find a true connection of like-minded nail art lovers that you can kind of talk back and forth with in a chat? Or are you looking for like fangirl groupies that are gonna invade your entire life and tell you how wonderful you are? Be honest, because these are your priorities and you should know them. Number two is, what would keep me going if I had absolutely no sales this week? Or more realistically in the beginning, no sales in this entire month. Would you still love making sets? Or would you start listing all of your nail art supplies on eBay while sobbing and listening to Daughters by John Mayer? 3, if this doesn't turn into a 6-figure business, will I still be glad I tried? If the answer is yes, then you are in the correct mind space. If the answer is no, then you need to reevaluate what success means to you and then go back and review your answers to 1 and 2. This is the stuff that differentiates cute idea from real business. Because let's face it, nail art is fun. Making press-ons is fun. Building a business around it, that takes grit, long hours at your nail table, fantastic customer service, and a lot of nail charms. Here's the best part, your why can change. It can evolve, and it should. You might start out just needing a few extra bucks, but what about in a year if you're crushing it on your website or wholesaling to nail salons? Does that mean you made a flaky decision on your why? Absolutely not. It means you're growing, which is a euphemism for welcome to entrepreneurship, where every single person is making it up as they go along. Your job is just to keep checking in. When you hit a wall, ask yourself, is this still my why? Is it time to shift? Think about it like updating your phone. You have to update it every once in a while or stuff stops working. I'm not trying to scare you. I am just trying to keep you from launching a business in a puff of chrome powder and a lot of burnout. Your why doesn't have to be noble. Lord knows mine wasn't. It just has to be you. It has to be yours, and it has to be real. That's what makes it so powerful. So yeah, if you want to start a press-on nail business, make sure your why shows up before your logo does. So before you go out and buy that 5th top coat because somebody on TikTok told you it was snatched, it's not. I want you to pause. Take 10 minutes, grab a coffee, write down your why, tape it to your wall, make it your phone background. Because no matter how gorgeous your nail sets are or how creative you are, if your why doesn't light a fire under you when things get hard, you're gonna burn out faster than a $2 UV lamp. So let me know in the comments what your why is, and be honest. Trust me, there is no judgment here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. The next episode in my Is starting a press-on nail business right for you? Nail Series is going to solve the great debate and help you choose if pre-made or custom sets are right for you and your nail business. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Now go forth and, I don't know, file something. Bye.